Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kelvin, your host of Situations, the podcast.
And I'm your co-host, Miss Tiana. Happy Sunday, everybody.
How everybody out there doing today? How you doing, Tiana?
I'm pretty good.
Feeling better?
Man, over here battling these allergies or whatever it is. I don't know.
I know that's right. Well, just so you know, we have a special guest with us today. Someone
hmm
that I look up to and I admire. I like all the directions and things things that she's doing, the directions she's heading in. So
Okay.
without further ado, I would like to give her the Situations the podcast welcome. That's okay with you?
Okay.
All
That's
right.
cool.
Well, today's guest is a true embodiment of grace and determination. As a model, mother, business owner, and a devoted wife, she balanced it all with passion and resilience. Today, she joins us to share her inspiration journey, juggling family, career, and personal growth. Let's give a warm welcome for none other than Shauna Bowers.
Hello.
Shauna, how you
Hey.
doing today?
Hey, everybody.
How you doing today, Shauna?
Thanks for
Hi.
having me.
No, no problem, no problem. So, for those that's tuned in right now, kind of tell everybody, give everybody a little insight about who you are and what it is that you do.
Well, I did modeling for years, so I'm still touching in and out on the modeling, but I am a massage and bodywork entrepreneur.
Okay.
Um, I do that and I kind of go back and forth with the EMT. I do modeling and I reach out to other models and kind of do a little photography and helping people in their way of getting to where they are trying to go.
Mhm.
Um, I'm actually a mom. I just got married maybe like the last year. So, I'm just a busybody right now. A
Okay. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with
lot of
that.
stuff going on.
There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're staying busy,
Right.
and
Mhm.
being productive, that's all that matters.
Yes, it's a good field. I do massage and body work, and I think I've been at it for about 4.5 years now. So I'm just waiting to hit that 5 year, and I just think it's really going to take off from there. So
Okay. Great. Great. Well,
Congratulations on everything.
thank you.
I know you said you tapped in and you did a little modeling. I do remember you doing some modeling.
Hmm.
But I have a question for you in regards to your modeling, okay?
Hmm.
How do you deal with criticism and negativity when it comes to your modeling, and how do you stay focused?
Well, you know what? I never dealt with a lot of criticism from my modeling because one thing about the way I go about things, I always did it with a grace. You know what I mean? I'm very graceful, very respectful, and I think people could see even even with some of the more sexier pictures that I took, I think people could kind of see through the lines of the fact that even though this is work and this is the person I am, and no one ever really, I never got a bad vibe from what I do. It was just a lot of love and respect, as some people I see get bad vibes, but I never get anyone coming at me like bogus or not being
hmm
respectful. I
Right.
never dealt with that. So
Okay. Okay. Well,
I
let me
always
ask
got a
you.
lot of love behind my modeling. So it's just like, I mean, I think it's all in the way you carry yourself and
Right.
the way you go about things in between times.
Are you still
I do
pursuing that
believe
passion?
I agree with that.
Go ahead,
Because
Tiana.
if,
I'm
if
sorry.
you go on a woman's page and all you see is ass, like even outside of the modeling pictures, it's like, okay, now
Mhm.
you know what she's promoting.
Right.
Right. Okay, y'all. We got Shan in the building today. He's tuned in, and he just said, "What's up, everybody?" He said, "Hey, Tiana." He said he also know
Hey.
you, Shauna. Shan, what up, bro? We see you. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. Okay, well, Shauna, let me ask you this.
Mhm.
What legacy do you hope to leave behind through your work and your impact? What legacy do you hope to leave behind?
Well, I really hope to leave behind like a legacy of some a good way to go about things. That's why I want to do more with helping some of the younger models maybe create their brand,
Okay.
because it's really hard, and especially for some of the younger women that don't get how to work with people. And I see that more, and I think that's kind of what ruins um, the business, or
Opportunity. Yeah.
yeah, because if you don't know how to work with somebody, it could come off the wrong way. I just think a lot of people come off the wrong way when it comes to modeling, especially urban photography. You have to come in and present yourself as a presentable person. It has to be about business. You cannot mix business with pleasure, especially in the modeling field. And
Right.
I would like to leave a legacy of, grace within that, some type of grace, or give back to people more than anything. And even with my daughter, I have a daughter. She needs to know that she knows that I model, what I mean? And she wants to do podcasts and stuff like that. So it has to be positive stuff behind it. It has to be something where she can see and know that it is good things
Right.
and not all. So
Right. Okay.
I think the media tears us down, and then this new age generation is just kind of like out there a little bit more. That's kind of why I slowed down a little bit on my modeling, because it's not the same as it was maybe 6, 7 years ago.
Right. Right. It definitely
Right.
have took a turn.
Everybody's doing it,
Right.
and then
Right.
it's like it's not the same.
Okay. So you also stated that you was a business owner.
Hmm.
So let me ask you this: is the business aspect? What inspired you to start your own business, and how can you share your story behind your inception?
Um, here's emergency medical technician. Just I was ready to do something on my own, like my own business. It's crazy hours, it's hard work, and um, I wanted to do something on my own. I wanted to bring my own vibe. And that's what I say. My business name is Grander. And it's like, it's a vibe like you never, it's the best thing Decatur, Illinois has, because it's just such a great vibe. When you come in, it's welcoming, it's friendly faces. We do mimosas. I do different types of, not really therapy, but I do little talks to my clients and stuff. It's just, it's a really good vibe when you come in there. So, um, I guess what inspired me to actually do it is just I didn't want to work for somebody else
Right.
anymore.
Okay.
It was really getting tiresome of being 10 years doing something for somebody else.
Right. Right. Okay. I like that. Ain't nothing wrong with being an entrepreneur. As long as you can deal with everything that comes with being an entrepreneur and know how to handle it, then my hat go
Right.
off to all entrepreneurs. Okay, it look like we might have dropped her, so we're gonna give her a chance to
Everybody
get back
froze.
in.
It's frozen.
Yeah, her camera, your camera, her camera dropped. So give her a second. Let me get her back in.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
she's back.
froze.
And the on the camera didn't drop. Hold on one second now. Okay, Shauna. Okay, well, with that being
I don't
said,
know what that was. It dropped her.
huh?
I think I dropped off of for a
You
second.
did. You had dropped off for a minute, and now everybody's back. Okay, now another business question for you.
Hmm.
What was the most significant challenge you faced as a business owner, and how did you overcome it?
I think the challenge that I face the most is people don't want to work anymore. People want to do and I understand. I'm an entrepreneur, but people don't want to work anymore. So getting people to come in and work normal hours and having employees is just so hard. So basically, um, the hardest thing I think I had to go through is just like people not wanting to work and having to figure out a way to keep my business surviving, even though it is really hard to keep employees.
Hmm.
I don't know. I kind of feel like it's just the economy and the things that and the way people are. I think everybody wants to be an entrepreneur anymore.
Right.
So
Right.
it's hard to keep people that want to just come in and actually work 8 a.m., 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's like nobody wants to do that. So what I did was um, I just take people on. They come in as a contractor. All my massage therapists come in as contractors. So they do 1040s. They come in as contractors. I reach out to them. They do about an hour and they get paid just like that. So
Okay.
it was a good way to just not have to have somebody sitting there because nobody wants to sit and work anymore. It's like no, everybody wants to do their own thing. It's like they're not used to
Right.
working anymore. Or maybe that's something with the younger generation. I don't know.
Right. Right. Well, I truly agree with you because everybody has that entrepreneurial mindset right now. Everybody want to
Yeah.
be
Right.
their own boss, and like I say, my
Hmm.
hat go off to those that want to take on that type of responsibility. You know, there's nothing like it, but you have to be able to deal with the situations like you're dealing with right now. You know, you have to be able to
Right.
deal with workers and getting somebody to come in and things of that nature because
Yeah.
being an entrepreneur in your field
Uh,
means if you don't get any
uh,
employees, then what happens is um,
You're working your
now
ass off
you
for
have to
real.
step in and do the work.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah. I don't know
that's the
what's
problem
going
with
on
that.
today.
You know, so but I get that was all the questions that I actually have for you as far as your modeling and your business. You know, because I just kind of wanted you to give the viewers an insight on who you are and what you're about and things of that
Hmm.
nature. Deanna, did you have anything for her?
Just what do you do to create the work life balance for yourself? You know, being a mom, being a wife, being an entrepreneur. Like, what do you do for you? Like, what is your like woosah, your moment to just
I feel like I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini, so I multitask very well. Thank God. I am such a
okay,
multitasker. So I love to stay busy. So I just create notes. I do notes. I use task manager. Everything is on the schedule for me. I am a scheduling person.
okay,
If you
okay,
can't be there for 8 o'clock on the dot, then we got a problem. Even like girls' nights, you know what I mean? You know how it is for your girls' nights. They don't want to. Somebody's
right,
always late, and I'm just like,
yes,
I'm gonna be there. They know I'm gonna be on time. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
right,
So that's where I just really timely, really scheduled.
Right,
okay,
right. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
we got another comment today. We got my boy Tone checked in. He said there's
Hmm.
definitely levels to it. And I can, be an entrepreneur, and he's absolutely correct about that. There's definitely levels for sure.
it is.
Yeah. Okay. So now that we got that out the way, we're gonna dive into today's show. Okay. Well, the topic that we have for today, we have a good one, and it just so happened I have two ladies to discuss this with. So,
Uh
so with that being said, today's title for today's show is why are older women falling for younger men?
oh.
Why are older women falling for younger men? Uh oh.
Uh-oh.
Let's get it. Okay. This question is open to either one of you ladies. Okay. Shauna,
Okay.
I prefer you first. Then Tiana, you can give us your feedback. Okay.
Okay.
Why are older women attracted to younger men?
First thing that comes to mind is attraction, of course. It's the
Okay.
attraction of the young, young man, physical. That's number one. I don't want to knock it over her head because I know she has a lot to say about it too. But I think first, definitely attraction.
Okay. Tiana.
I can agree with that. And I would say, maybe they're just tired, It's a lot of, men our age or men, that are older, they want the younger women. So they don't leave the man
It's true. That's
our
true.
age for us.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna give you what I think.
Okay.
Why uh older women are falling for younger men. I think they're falling for younger. I think they're falling for younger men because the younger man is more energetic, more adventurous, um, and the older women are willing to embrace new experiences. That's my personal opinion,
I can
and,
agree with that.
and I think too. I think a lot has to do with, let's say, for instance, you dating a woman is in her late 50s, early 60s, okay,
Hmm.
and she's dating a man that's in his 60s, mid 60s, okay.
Okay.
The energy level is not there.
It's
You
Yep.
know,
not.
And that's
he
part
up
of
and
the
down the stairs
attraction.
one or two times. He ready to lay down and take a nap.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
You're
So
right.
I think the older women are looking for younger men to keep them a little more healthier. Not well, I ain't gonna say healthier, but I'm gonna say a little more energetic
Excuse
to where they feel their life expectancies will last a little longer. Because they get more exercise, they do more things, they out more, and I think that's just my personal opinion. This is why I think they
You're
like
I
younger
right.
men.
read that older women dating younger men are way more satisfied. And
Okay,
you got to think about that in terms of attraction and, like you said, energy.
okay,
Right.
The younger man has more energy. So, depending on what type of older woman, I mean, maybe you just
Right.
want to sit around and go to church, in 50s, but definitely that extra energy, that
right.
attraction, that sexual attraction, all that.
Right.
Then you got
But
people
it's a
between,
lot of women. It's a lot of women now. They 55 and 60 and they looking like they 40. So
That's true.
it's a lot of women
Mhm.
keeping themselves together. They're eating right. They're
Oh, yeah,
working out. So the younger men, I mean, even for me, like I'm getting 20-year-olds trying to talk to me every day. And I'm like, no, thank you. I have a daughter that's 23, so,
Right.
but they like, you lying, you this and that, if you
I
just
would have
don't want
never
to
thought
talk
that.
to
I
me
didn't know
because
you had a
you
daughter
don't look
that
that
was
much older than me. And I'm
so
like,
young.
I could be your mother, and they still like trying to pursue.
Okay, I got a question here from one of my guys. My guy Tone says,
Hmm.
um, he said, "How do you keep this man around?" So I guess he mean is, what is it that women have to do to keep that man involved, locked in, and keep him around? That's the question he's
I
asking.
think one thing you got to think about is you got to be honest. It's just like older men dating younger women. They want something out of it too, probably. So some of these cougars are probably, you know, more financially stable.
Okay,
So that's going to keep them around.
okay. Well, I've
Don't you
known
think so?
situations to be like that where, you know, but see, that's when you in it for the financial gain,
Right.
opposed to the
Right.
connection. You
Well, the
know,
younger man might be more attracted to the older woman because of that. The younger woman may want him, but I think that's one reason why the younger man might stay in a relationship with a older woman is because she's financially stable,
right?
as
Right.
opposed to some of these younger women that aren't.
Okay.
Well, I'll just add too. They can cook. These young
That
girls is
yes.
outside, baby. They ain't trying to cook nothing for you. Them boys trying to eat. So if they really like you, you look nice, you got your stuff together, you can cook, you fun or whatever. I think just being your genuine self. Like I think, once they get past, if they're physically attracted to you once they first meet you, I think they will really enjoy being with you. They don't even look at the age no more. They just like, man, she dope. You know what I'm saying? I like being with her.
Okay. Let me ask you guys this: do older women feel more empowered dating younger men?
Possibly. I mean, it might be something for them to brag about to their friends. Yes, I got a younger man, and
Yeah.
it might be something that's braggable
Okay.
to
Yeah, I
some
think it
people.
just depends on the
Just
woman.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because like, you know, if I'm getting up, putting clothes on, getting myself together, and I don't even get the compliment from the older man or the person my age that I was with anymore. It's like, the younger man might appreciate it more. It's just it could be different various, reasons why. she's feeling the way she's feeling. She could be empowered. She could feel like, she finally found somebody to match the same energy that she has. It could be anything.
Right.
Less
Right.
of a pass. Maybe she doesn't want somebody who's been divorced or somebody with no kids, you know.
Right.
Um, Something that's great for
Yeah, because I could say around that time, she's usually starting the second half of her life. And if she do have kids, they grown, so she could pretty much do whatever she want to do. She's carefree. She want to
younger.
have fun. You know.
Right. I kind of agree with you, ladies. I agree. Um, I agree with both you guys. Well, both you guys are saying, because I think it has a lot to do with societal norms, and women pursuing what genuinely makes them happy, regardless of the
Right.
age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I kind of agree with that part. Okay,
I mean, it's
But I
kind of a
do.
pleasure. God. I'm
say it
sorry.
again,
Go
huh?
ahead.
Say it again, Shana.
I was gonna say
It's kind
I do
of
still think like it's a double standard. I just think women are starting not to care anymore because it's like, okay,
mhm.
if I've been with you or I've been with been in a few relationships and been hurt, and I'm showing up being, the amazing woman that I am, it's like older men been dating younger women until the test of time. It's been, that's been going on for years and years and years. But when the older woman does it, she's desperate. She's this. Why she just can't be happy?
Okay, you're right.
Yes.
So with that being said, what roles do confidence
Hmm.
play in these type of relationships?
I don't know. I think with the woman, for somebody who you got to have confidence anyway. You should have self confidence. You should have been working on yourself to have some type of high esteem about yourself. But sometimes the women just some women are being more straightforward now. They're approaching the men because they're going after what they want instead of 10 different guys trying to talk to them and letting the man choose them. And it's like, damn it, I don't even want him. I don't like him. So if they're doing this, the seeking out or seeking the man out that they want, then they may have a better chance in finding the love that they want.
Right. Well, what I think is older women have well, let me see, how do I want to say this? I think personally, I think older women tend to have more confidence, life experience, and independence,
Hmm.
which can bring a younger man who admire them these qualities. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Emotional
I agree
intelligence.
with that.
Okay.
I agree with that.
All right.
Intelligent.
Right. Because
Everything.
an older woman, they've been around. They
Right.
know. They got confidence.
Mhm.
They got the qualities. They you know
Right.
what I'm saying? They've been there. These young guys,
Right.
they haven't gotten to that point yet. So
Right.
I think I think so. I do think confidence play a key role in these type of relationships.
I agree.
Okay, Shauna, we have a question for you.
Mhm.
Shan wants to know, what's your next business move?
I've been thinking about this really long and hard, and I was I'm dealing with a lot with my mom, just in and out right now. So, my husband told me, you know what, do what you want to do. Get out there and do what makes you happy. And he said, he told me the other day, he said, "Do you feel like Shauna Boo still?" And I'm like, I don't think I ever stopped being Shauna Boo, but I'm gonna get back out there. I'm gonna probably start diving back into a little bit more modeling and just getting back into doing those things that I really, really like. Cause it's good to have him on board with it because
Okay.
it is something that I have to have him on board with. You know what I mean? Because like we talked about before, the pictures and all that can get to be a lot, and especially for the people you care about. So
All right.
Right.
I'm gonna into it a little bit.
So let me
Mhm.
ask you this: you said that you were married. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, is your husband supportive of the things that you're doing as far as when it comes to modeling and the type of shots you may be pursuing? How does he feel about
When I
that?
um I've been in relationships that were way more supportive from him because he's
Okay.
very picky in particular. But one thing that we do is I keep my modeling separate from our daily life. And you'll know that because I asked you to put me as Shauna instead of Quishana.
Right.
Because Shauna is Shauna. And then it's kind of sounds probably crazy to say it, but I try to keep it as separate as I can in everything I do, and it's very important that I do, especially with what I do. Being an EMT, you're in the front line, you're seeing people, you want them to be respectful of you. Being massage
Right.
therapy, I have to break from my modeling role to do my massage therapy and let people know that it is massage therapy. And then I got to break to my, you know, modeling to do modeling, and just to keep everything respectful, I have to really honestly
Right.
keep everything separate.
Okay. That's understandable.
It's not easy to do, and even just saying it, you can tell it don't sound easy to do, but it is something that I do, and obviously I do it okay because I'm doing
Right.
it.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
But I can't wait to get back into modeling again, and taking pictures. It's very much a good time for me. It's something I always like doing since I was a kid, so I'm gonna do something that I love to do.
Right.
That's my next
Right.
journey. And helping other models, because I've had it's a lot of younger girls that look up to me, and we got so many beautiful girls, and it's like, well, how did you get into it? Or you think you could help me? Or, you think, I'm like, okay, I'm going to reach back out in there and try to help people that want to do it, that are younger, and try and get them to do it in the right way. Maybe introduce them to people like Shan knows. I actually put him in touch with somebody the other day, really beautiful girl that wants to start modeling. So
Okay. Great. Great. Okay. Shan, I hope that I kind of hope that answers your question that you asked. Okay. Question: When these type of relationship, when an older man, well, I'm sorry, an older woman is in pursuit or dating a younger man, do you think financial stability is a factor in these type of relationship?
most definitely.
Okay. Why you think that? I know we touched on this a little bit before, but I want to get into a little more detail.
I mean, everybody is different, but I mean, you have to think about it. The older she is, more financially stable she probably is. That's good for somebody who's younger and not as financially stable. That's what I say. Even though the gender is reversed, that's what women have been doing with men for years, using them for their money. But not to necessarily say it might be using, but it is more convenient to be dating somebody who has more money.
Okay. Deanna, what's your take?
I just think the older the woman is, she really just is on her independent thing anyway, but it's younger men out here that are very successful and got their stuff together, but they just want the right woman. You know what I'm saying? So if they want somebody that's a little more stable, or maybe, someone that's not in the club every weekend, that want to enjoy doing some different things, or, going to a nice restaurant and not just ordering damn chicken tenders everywhere they go,
Right.
then it really don't have to be about the money all the time. But she's just more mature, she had more experience, she can introduce him to some new things that are more eclectic, more, where the ambience is the vibe, versus the people are there and they just got on nice clothes, but or everybody have naked, you know what I'm saying, and it's just that, or the traveling, you know what I'm saying, and he's getting a chance to experience a different side of life, and he could have his own money, but it'll be a different experience than being out with the younger girl, if she want to, listen to rap music all day and yell and, turn it up, that's my song, and stop and get hot Cheetos. And I'm not saying every young woman is like that, but it's a difference.
Right.
It's
Uh,
different.
yeah, I
That is
agree.
very.
I agree.
And then just the way that they dress too. It's some young women out here, I give them their props. But like, we stepping into fall now, baby, you putting on them clothes and them skirts and them boots and got them hats and all that different stuff going on with that fashion or whatever. The
Right.
older women just got it on lock. They know how to show, a little bit of sex appeal without showing everything, and men are attracted to that. They saying it like, damn, we tired of seeing ass. I even be looking on Instagram. It's like when I see some of the celebrities when they're doing different things and they have clothes on now, I'm like, oh my gosh, she looks so amazing because she's actually dressed, you know?
Right. Right.
If I'm completely honest, I honestly don't think that the younger man, older woman will really work out though. Those type of age gap relationships are always something that I think are going to fall through. I think you need to be with somebody who is, it depend on the age gap. I'll give you that, but I think it's going to be a lot of cheating and a lot of extracurricular stuff that's not going to work out in that. And I feel that way about older men too. So I don't think that it's something that'll work out. I
You
think
know,
it's something that's for fun for a second. If
right.
you are going through a midlife crisis or something, date a younger man, have fun, show them off. But you need somebody that's going to be, I don't want to say equally yoked, because
Right.
somebody who is more measured out for you. I'll put it like that. That's what I'll
But
say.
that's what I'm saying. But if she's 50 and he's 40, that could work out.
It could work out.
It's funny you guys are
I
talking
wouldn't
like
want to be 50 dealing with somebody that's 20. That ain't gonna work out.
Absolutely. That ain't gonna that's not,
right.
you can't be 30 dealing with somebody's 20. Cause when I was in my early 30s, I tried to date somebody's 20, and it was like, and I was like, oh God, you
Right.
got hit the quick.
Exactly.
So yeah.
It's funny you guys say that because that
Yeah.
was the next question. My next question to you guys was, do these type of relationships have a higher success rate? But you guys are so well polished and so in tune and locked in, you answered the question already. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good sign
Okay.
that you guys really know your shit. You know what I'm saying? And I
uh,
like to see that. I like to see that. Okay, stay tuned. Hold on. Bear with me 1 second.
okay.
Looking to boost your brand? Advertise with Situations, the podcast where real life stories meet real time conversations. Reach engaged listeners and grow your business today. Looking
Okay. Now, since you guys are, so ahead of the curve here, I got another question.
Okay.
What do you think? What do you think older women find appealing about younger men?
I mean, just to go back to what she's saying, being physically attracted, uh, being adventurous, wanting to do things. If they are ambitious and they got some stuff going on about themselves, maybe she can help him, along the way, just, in different directions, to enhance what he's already got going on. You know, everybody not out here just going to the club and wasting time and doing stuff like that. That's why I said some younger men out here and women that are doing amazing, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes, older women or men, they, like you say, you have more life experience, you've been exposed to more, and you can kind of help guide them along the way.
Okay. Shauna.
In my experience, keeping somebody younger around makes you feel younger. Um, Dating a younger man beyond the attraction, the higher sex drive. You're not dealing with somebody, most time 40 through 70 years old, they're having erectile dysfunction. You don't want that. That women are in their prime when they're, you know, in their 40s, 30s, late 30s. So that physical attraction, that sex drive, less of a pass. May not have any kids. They probably haven't been divorced, don't have to deal with any of that baby mama drama,
Right.
you know,
Right.
all that. Um,
Okay.
those are
Yeah,
things,
I can agree with that.
that, you know.
So in these type of situations, do you guys think older women face criticism for dating younger men?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Let's elaborate.
Oh,
Elaborate a little bit.
depending on
Like
how
I said
young,
before. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, Shauna.
depending on how young they are, yes, they do. And I mean, you got to deal with that from, it's like you said, like you're 30. and you're in your 30s dating a 20-year-old, you got your kids looking at you crazy, you got society looking at you crazy, they're gonna feel some type of way because it's just not normal. It's that age gap, you know.
Right.
Right.
Okay, go ahead,
You
Kim.
might have differences with their mom, because they mama looking like, what is you doing with my baby?
Right, that too. Yeah.
So it's always the backlash, I think, for the woman. But that's why I say it's always been okay for men.
Okay. Well, me personally, as a man dating, um, I use my daughter as the threshold.
Yes.
You
Hmm.
know, if you're younger than my daughter, it's definitely a no. You know, I'm not dating anything under my daughter's age. My daughter's 36. If you're under 36, you can forget it. It's
That's
just
smart.
I'm not even
Yeah.
I'm not even going to entertain that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't care how well rounded you think you may be. I don't care how
Right.
successful you think you may be. I don't care if you think you got your head on your shoulders straight. If you're 32, 33, 34, forget it. I'm not going to entertain it. And that's just my
But
But I
that's
personal
why I was
opinion.
like, it just depends on the person mindset, because people be out here crashing out. They be doing
Yeah, you
everything.
absolutely right. You absolutely right. They do. But like I say, I just had to set a standard because,
Right.
you know, what I
yeah.
look like dating someone 28 and my daughter's 36.
One
Right.
thing though, you have to look into it like this too. When you get into those older ages, when you're past 25 and up 30s, it gets a little bit different. I mean, as a person maybe 60s, 50s, 60s dating a 36-year-old woman, that is not as bad because she may be more cultured. You know, I mean, she maybe have more to give at that point, you know. So it just kind of has to weigh out to me, you know, where people
Right,
are going to
Right.
feel about it, or even how it's going to work. Because you get to 36, 37 years old and you're dating a 50-year-old man, it's not as bad as being in your
Right.
20s because you do have
Right.
that life experience. 36, you're not a spring chicken anymore. You have had some life experience. And if it makes you happy, the older
Right.
person or the young person to be together, now then that's when I say there is a possibility to work. But taking somebody out of their 20s to go date somebody in their 50s is not fair. You know, I mean, to me, it's just
Mhm.
not fair because they still have a lot of life to live. You know, you need to let
Right.
them live that life and get a little more cultured. And if it comes back,
Right.
then yes. But if not, then no. 32, 33, you're getting there. 35, 36, okay, you may have a little culture behind you. You know what I
right,
mean?
right,
So,
right. Well, I agree with that as well. I agree with
yeah.
that. And like I said, that was just, my take.
'Cause
I just, like I say, that's my oldest daughter. That's my oldest child. She's 36. And I just use that as the benchmark. I
that's
just use that as
smart.
a benchmark. And,
Yeah.
because shit, I don't need no more kids. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So date somebody younger than my 36-year-old daughter, shit, that's like me having another child again. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my personal opinion.
Pretty much.
Um, well, let me ask you this: when an older woman is dating a younger man, do you think they're looking for something casual or something serious?
I think it could be both,
I feel like it
definitely.
can go both ways.
Okay, I agree.
It just depends on what you're looking for. Because for the woman, if she's older, if she's been married before or the life experience or everything, she done raised her kids, she might not want no commitments no more. Just want to live a carefree life at this point in her life.
Right,
Because she's been
Yes.
committed to everything, and she's probably had to put some things on hold that she wanted to do or pursue, if she was married, if she was a mom, if she was, so her time wasn't really hers. Now that she's free, she might not want no commitment, but still want a companion.
Yes.
It depends on the person.
What's your take, Sean?
And I'm gonna go back because I've had a little experience on this, but in my experience, when I was 20, in my 20s, I dated somebody in their 60s, and
Wait a
I
minute.
would
Wait,
cared
wait.
about.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Okay.
Ah!
I
Now,
did
let's now rewind that again.
when I was in
Okay.
somebody 60s in their 60s, and I'm gonna tell you, he was the best. That man had, and see, that's why I say he had everything. He helped me out through life. He was doing this, he was doing that. He was a great person. You know, what I mean, when I tell you we had fun together, I cared about him deeply. You know, what I mean, it wasn't about what he did for me or how he did anything for me, but he was just very set. I mean, he had everything he needed and he was a good person, you know what I mean? And he loved being with me. I was his biggest prize, you know? So he treated me the way that I was supposed to be treated, where I probably
Right.
wouldn't have got that from a younger man. And I wasn't getting it
Right.
from him. But even though the person I was at 20, you know, and I still wasn't getting it from the younger man, he just was such a good guy. But what he always told me was he would never get married again. He said, I'll never get married again. And I was like, well, you know, I've never been married, you know? So it's like,
See.
do you stick around for that or you don't? And when I start going
Right.
back to school and
Okay, look like she might have. Okay, you froze up a little bit. Say what you
okay,
said. Say finish your statement. You kind of froze up a little bit.
when you know, when I start going back to school and everything, I just had to tell him, you know, I'm gonna I can't do this, you know, I got to take a break from this and come back, and then maybe if I came back to it, maybe, but I need to, you know, do me, and
Right.
then, you know, see if there's somebody out there for me to marry. You know what I mean? And that's what
Right.
I did. You
So let
know.
me let me ask you this: You 20, he's 60.
Hmm.
You were seriously considering marrying this man if he was looking to get married?
Married him. I'd have married him. Yeah,
Okay.
he was a great guy. He was a good guy. If he would have cared about me like that, you know, I mean, but he didn't want to get married again. And I look back at it like, you know, he did care about me, but he didn't want to get married again. And I mean, at the end of the day, it would have been a loss for him to marry me because I didn't have anything at the time to be financially stable for him. Is like, if you would have married me, you know, what am I really putting into the relationship except for a beautiful, beautiful person that is here for you? You know, I mean, it just was nothing. To me, and a lot of guys say they don't care about what a woman has, but I didn't think it was fair within myself to, you know, me not having what he has. You know, he had his own everything. And I said everything times 10, you know, and I didn't have that at the time. So it's just like, it wouldn't have been right for me to, that's almost like one of those Hugh Hefner and, and Nicole
Right,
Smith
right, right,
type
right,
stuff, you know,
right.
for me. And then
But
I
that's
was
what
just
I be
like, look
saying
like
too.
stuff.
Go ahead,
But
Tiana.
that's what I be saying too about younger people or people just
Mhm.
getting a chance to fulfill their dreams and stuff like that. A person can have everything and be set and tell you they'll take care of you forever and all that. But it's like if it's something in your heart, it's like, why do you drop everything that you want to do to just go live the life that they want you to have? That's their life.
Right,
That's what they want. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So it's like
And
you
then,
still wanted to grow and learn, and like you said, you wanted to do the modeling and everything else that you wanted to do.
yeah.
You were still finding yourself, and you need the time to do that.
Yes, you have to have time to find yourself. And that's why I do not support people, even especially because it's more normal for men and women. But either way, you can't take somebody that's 20 years old and expect them to be on the same mental compass as you. You know what I mean? Because it's not.
Right.
Absolutely no.
And
And me, myself, at that time,
they
I
know
knew
that.
that. And they should know that too. You
Mhm.
know, it's not gonna work out.
They
That's why I
do.
say I'll
They
never work
know.
out.
Right,
But they know what they're looking for. That's why they're going for the younger woman. If they wanted somebody on a mental this and that, they wouldn't be checking for the woman their age. They don't want that. They want the beautiful. They want the youthful. That's what they want.
For for then. But then when they went, but they don't
Right.
want it. Like you said, I won't get married again. If
Right.
they do love you enough, they may marry you and then do that. But you know, but that's just it. You know, they want it
No, but
for the
that's what I'm
fun.
saying. They right. That's what I'm saying. They're
Serious.
older. They They lived their life. You know what I'm saying? They was married before they did all of this. So they really just want somebody young and beautiful and youthful and to have fun.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But people
go
aren't
ahead. Go ahead,
smart enough
Shauna.
to step.
Say it again, Shauna.
Right.
I said some people in their 20s aren't smart enough to step away from that. Like, I'm not going to leave him because he's
Right.
so doing it for me. But in my situation, I was smart enough to step away and know I need to get stuff on my own. Cause
Right.
no, you know.
Right.
Right.
So that almost kind of leads into the next question then.
Hmm.
Mhm.
How does emotional maturity factor in these type of relationships?
I
It
mean, it could
definitely
go both ways.
Okay. Shauna, your take?
definitely goes both ways. Like she said, emotional maturity, you have to have. It's hard while you're in your 20s to have some type of maturity, but if you do have some, you have to figure who you're dealing with. And
Right.
my thoughts. And
Right.
as far as the older guy, or the older, lady, excuse me, she has to know, what she really wants to do. That,
Right.
it, and in my experience, like I said, even with me, just period, even in like my nieces recently going through some stuff, and she's dated younger, and they're just not. It's not something that I think that is going to be good to hold on to. It's just not a good factor of holding on to a younger person because whether it's going to end up in somebody maybe cheating, it's a lot.
Right.
I'd rather be with somebody who's more closer in age and somebody who's more um, ready for the world.
Okay. I agree with that.
Yeah.
So, if you had the chance to give someone advice, if you had to give an older woman advice on dating a younger man, what would it be?
It'd be very hard because I'm like, girl, you know better. Like, girl, no. I
Okay.
mean, have all you want, but when it comes to real life, it's just so funny because even then, this is like people figure out stuff about every day. It's just you can't. It's probably nine. I say probably 9 out of 10 not gonna work out, but it could. So I'm not gonna smash everybody's dreams, but it's
Yeah.
hard to really be
Right.
in it and it's something you want to do. If there's love there, okay, might
Okay.
work out.
Right.
Deanna. Uh,
I just say go in with an open mind because it could be understanding or manipulation on both ends. He's younger and now he sees that she's really excited about him and this and that. So now he gonna use it to his advantage. You know what I'm saying? Because he's younger. Well, if you want to keep me this and that, and that's where he start manipulating her. Or she could be older. Well, you knew I really liked you, and I've been doing all these amazing things for you. Then you need to make time for me, or you need to show up at this time, and you need to. So it just got to be an understanding and on both sides, him being younger and her being older, just look out for the red flags. Keep your head on the swivel. Oh, no.
right. Right.
It
Absolutely.
sounds like a world of hurt for me, for both parties, or either really one party is going to end up hurt.
Right. Deanna, do me a favor.
Right, right.
Deanna, do me a favor.
Yes,
Log out and come back in. Okay. All right. So, with that being said, I'm gonna wait till she come back in because I kind of want her. I want her take on this as well. Give me 1 second. Okay. You with me, Deanna?
yes.
Okay. Now, how do these type of relationships evolve over time? What has to happen for this type of relationship to actually work and for it to evolve?
That's exactly what she just said. You have everything that you just said is the only way it's going to work. You have to go into it with an open mind and really try. It has to be some love there. It can't just
Right,
be for the attraction or, you know, the little things, like some of the things that I've said,
Right.
has to be about. Yeah.
Okay.
I think
So
just being honest with each other, and that's with anything. You start out dating somebody, you figure out what each other like, and then you sit down and you have this serious talk. Look, I want a commitment with you. I want us to be exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think at some point that does have to happen instead of people just thinking in their head, well, I only been with him, so I hope he know we together. No, we need to know out each other's mouth we
right.
together. You know what I'm saying? If we don't have that, then stop doing stuff for people or thinking because you're doing something with them that you his woman. If he didn't ever say it or she didn't ever say it, baby, you ain't it.
Okay. So so you guys saying this will work or it won't work? I'm
It just depends on the people. It could or it couldn't.
I
Shanta,
would
you with
honestly say if we polled it and we really honestly went in and looked deeper, I think that it is going to come out to say that less of them work out, because it's just plain to see it's always some ulterior motive in that. And I
Right.
think less work out, but there is a chance, anything's a
Yeah.
chance, but more so, probably I say 45% out of 100.
okay. Okay.
I agree. I think the polls would be different if it was an older man and a younger woman versus, what we're talking about today, older woman and younger man. I think less would be in agreement with it.
Okay. So do you guys think sexual capability is a factor?
That's gonna
Absolutely.
definitely come
That's
in.
gonna be at the
Give it
top of the list after.
10 years in, is she going to be able to have sex the way she was maybe 10 years ago? And is he going to still be wanting it, or is he going to be cheating? That's why I said that's the thing.
Right.
It's not going to be the same. While it's good then at that time, it's not going to be as good probably next 10 years, 6 years even, depending on the age gap. So, it's
Right.
not fair.
Shanta, you speaking from
Right.
experience.
And I mean, that's just not fair. And I mean, I think about older and men, it automatically goes to me. It switches up in my mind from men to women because that's the main thing. And you think about it, a man's going to turn that in and go
Right.
get something younger.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes,
But what happens if that what happens if she's pleasing him sexually?
it's few and far between.
You think so?
It's few and far between. Yeah, and that's where it comes in, that those numbers and those polls because that's just like for
But
me.
I mean, I've heard some women out here, baby, just got them gone in the head. It's some women out
That
here that's got these young men saying I ain't going nowhere.
Hey, Shauna, do me
did
a
he all
favor.
freeze up?
Do me a favor, Shauna. Log out and come back in for me, okay? Because your camera freezing up a little bit.
Sorry, we kicked
The
out for
camera
a minute.
freezing.
Log out and come back in, Shauna.
Okay.
Okay, hold on 1 second, Deanna. We're gonna
Okay.
give her a few seconds, get her let her log back in. Okay, here she
Yeah,
goes.
I just think it depends on the people, though.
On the individuals.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean,
It definitely does.
if we had to actually take a poll, me personally,
Hmm.
I would have to say the polls would be higher that the success rate would be good.
Mm.
Well, no. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. I think the success rate will be lower. That's what I'm trying to say.
It would be
Because
what?
I think the success rate will be lower.
That's what we
I don't
said.
think it'll work. Me personally, because when you're dealing with a seasoned woman
Right.
versus a younger man. Like you said, like we said earlier in the broadcast, a younger man probably gonna be looking at it from one or two perspectives. Either what she can do for him financially, or for him to tell his friends he's having sexual relations with an older woman. Just something to talk about. Okay. Versus a seasoned woman is looking for, she might be looking for some stability, some real stability. She
Right.
might be looking for actual a real partner. But younger people
Right.
not are not ready for that type of commitment.
Right.
I can't. So I really don't see that type of scenario panning out. That's just my take.
Right.
Because like I said, when you're dealing with a seasoned woman, she's seasoned. She's been around the block already.
Right.
She knows what she wants. She knows what she's doing. Versus a younger guy that's still on hanging out on the street corner, still
Right.
wearing Jordan gym shoes. Just not there yet. They
Mhm.
not seasoned yet.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what
Right.
makes me think that a situation like that won't be successful.
Right.
That's just my personal opinion. Well, let me run this intro real quick. Give me 1 second, guys.
Looking to boost your brand? Advertise with Situations, the podcast where real life stories meet real time conversations. Reach engaged listeners and grow your business today.
Okay, Deanna.
Yes.
Um, I think today's show was very successful. I think we got a lot of feedback. We had quite a few people tuned in. Um,
Mhm.
so what I'm going to do now is I want you guys to basically just tell everybody, how you can be contacted, how you can be reached. Shauna, I'm going to start with
Okay.
you first. So tell everybody how they can go about reaching you for any business ventures or any modeling ventures, anything that need to be done. How can they reach you?
Well, I can drop my email in the comment section. It's shaunaboobooking@gmail.com.
Okay.
Um, Anything you want to reach out to me for, you can get me directly there. I'm Shauna Boo on Facebook, SHANABOO, and just hit me up there. Follow
Okay.
me, like, subscribe, do all that.
Right. There you go. Okay. Deanna.
Hey guys, you can reach me at Thiana Chesser on Facebook, THIANA, and I'm Miss Thiana on Instagram, as well as Situations the podcast and my glam page, Elite Glamour Girls.
Okay. And as you all know, I'm your host, Kelvin, from Situations the Podcast. I can be reached at Situations the Podcast. We also can be reached at Royal Divas Mag. That's our photography business. But most importantly, I would like for you guys to get over to our YouTube channel and make sure you subscribe at Situations the Podcast on YouTube. Turn on that notification bell. That way you'll be informed when any new clips drop. And just continue to show your support. Uh, None of this is possible without your support. So I want to say thank you for everyone that's tuned in today and going forward. Okay. Well, any words of encouragement, Shauna, that you want to give the younger you?
Um, Stick with it. Keep believing. Do what you want to do. You're gonna make it to where you want to be.
Amazing.
Okay, Deanna, any words of encouragement?
Yes, just further on what she said, stick with it. Trust in yourself. If you want to do something, try something. That's the only way you're gonna grow and learn, even yourself, about what you like and what you don't like. If you become a yes person, now you're saying yes to what everybody else wants, and you become lost and you don't know who you are. So trust and believe in yourself. Stick with it. Try new things, and just become the best version of yourself.
Okay. Well, I'm going to close out with this. Give me 1 second. I think I'm going to close out with this. In closing, I would like to thank all of those who tuned in and remember to stay blessed, stay tuned, stay grown, and we'll see you all next week. Okay. So, once again, ladies, I want to say thank you guys for being a part of today's show. Shauna, I want to say thank you
Thank
for
you.
taking the time to spend with us today and telling us, giving us a little history about your life and the things that you got going on. And
Yes.
anytime that you want to come be a guest on the show, feel free to reach out to us. You're family now. So you're always more than welcome to come back. If anything you want to talk about, anything you want to discuss, feel free to contact us and we can definitely make that happen. Okay.
All right. Thank you both for having me on. I really enjoyed it today. Um,
Okay.
and it's the same. You got a conversation you want to talk about? Tap me in. Thank
Oh, for
you.
sure. Most definitely. Okay. Well, that's going to conclude today's show, everybody. I want to say thank you guys for tuning in, and we look forward to seeing you guys next week. Peace.
Next week. See you next week.